GTA V attracted attention with its massive open world and narrative focused on three main characters. Los Santos's detailed design, free exploration, and diverse activities ensured long-lasting enjoyment. The character-switching system breathed new life into the narrative and created a dynamic pace. However, the slow pace in some sections of the main story and the routine nature of some side missions were criticized. The success of the online mode led to the single-player additional content taking a backseat and falling short of expectations. While technically one of the best games of its time, it remained limited for those seeking deeper character development. In all these respects, GTA V offered a groundbreaking experience but fell short of complete perfection. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain became the most innovative game in the series with its freedom-filled open-world structure and detailed gameplay mechanics. The ability to complete missions in different ways and advanced AI further deepened the tactical approach. The fluid controls and the freedom to attack enemy bases in any order increased gameplay variety. However, the storytelling failed to capture the intense emotional intensity of previous games, and the feeling that some sections were left unfinished led to controversy. Unbalanced character development and repetitive side quests made the experience feel somewhat monotonous over time. The freedom and system depth it offered in terms of gameplay were among the aspects that made it unforgettable. Batman Arkham Asylum became one of the games that redefined the quality of superhero games. Its intense atmosphere, detailed environmental design, and compelling voiceovers brought the dark aura of Gotham to life. The free-flow combat system was so effective that it inspired numerous subsequent games. The storytelling and Joker's unforgettable performance left a lasting impression on players. However, the game's limited, open-world structure and repetitive puzzles in some sections limited the experience's variety. The paucity of additional content also impacted long-term playability. Nevertheless, Batman Arkham Asylum remains etched in our memories as a game that pushed boundaries in both atmosphere and gameplay, achieving near perfection. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is considered one of the most influential games in gaming history. Its 3D world, innovative gameplay mechanics, and unforgettable soundtrack delivered an experience far ahead of its time. Its time travel theme and mysterious atmosphere captivated players for hours. However, by today's standards, the control scheme can be a bit cumbersome, and the camera can be frustrating at times. Furthermore, the slow pace of some side quests can negatively impact the overall flow. Despite these minor issues, the game became a revolutionary milestone in the adventure genre. Ocarina of Time is remembered as a near-flawless experience, bordering on a masterpiece that is still talked about. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild revolutionized open-world design. Its free exploration, physics-based interactions, and the ability to choose the player's own path revolutionized the genre. Its visual style, natural atmosphere, and soundtrack remain deeply remembered. However, the weapon durability system was criticized by many players, and some structures could become repetitive. The relatively free-flowing narrative sometimes felt lacking for players seeking deep character interactions. While technically strong, performance slowdowns were noticeable in some cases. Despite these minor shortcomings, its innovations in game design made it stand out as one of the most impressive experiences of its time. Assassin's Creed Unity took the series' visual quality to a new level by presenting revolutionary Paris in extraordinary detail. The city's bustling streets, historical buildings, and fluid parkour mechanics captivated players. Improvements to the stealth and melee combat systems provided a more dynamic experience. However, technical issues, bugs, and performance issues at launch severely damaged the game's reputation. While the story conveyed a sense of the political turmoil of the era, it fell short of previous entries in terms of character depth. Limited mission variety and repetitive side content also slowed the game's pace in the long run. Nevertheless, Unity is remembered as a game that demonstrated its potential with its revolutionary city design and atmosphere, but fell short of becoming a true masterpiece. Marvel's Spider-Man set the bar high for superhero games. With its free-roaming, detailed New York City, seamless web-swinging mechanics, and fluid combat, it delivered an incredible experience. The emotional aspects of Peter Parker's story and the character relationships fostered a strong connection to the game. However, some side missions were criticized for being repetitive and some enemy diversity lacking. Furthermore, the routine nature of the open-world activities eventually impacted long-term gameplay. The visual quality and cinematic narrative were top-notch, but its lack of innovative risk-taking held it back from achieving perfection. Despite all this, Marvel's Spider-Man achieved a near-perfect level as an energetic and enjoyable superhero experience.
Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
You were just in time. They were like animals.
Cyberpunk 2077 generated high expectations with its expansive Night City atmosphere and detailed world design. Extensive character customization options and a versatile mission structure offering players different playstyles personalized the experience. The narrative depth and the quality of some side stories created unforgettable moments for the RPG genre. However, technical issues, bugs, and performance issues at launch overshadowed the game's potential. While the city looked impressive, some AI behaviors and lack of interaction fell short of expectations. High expectations and a problematic launch process prevented it from reaching the peak it deserved. Despite this, Cyberpunk 2077 remains an unforgettable experience with its atmosphere and storytelling. Dark Souls has been one of the games that has made its impact felt in the gaming world for years. Its dark atmosphere, challenging enemies, and complex level design offered a unique experience. Its combat system, which constantly forces players to stay on their toes, and its rewarding progression made it unforgettable. However, its sometimes user-unfriendly interface and overly harsh design for new players prevented it from reaching a wider audience. While its storytelling is quite deep, its overly convoluted and ambiguous nature didn't appeal to everyone. Technically, its graphics, which sometimes appeared rough for its time, and frame rate issues also hampered the experience. Despite these minor flaws, Dark Souls, a game that pushed boundaries, managed to become a near masterpiece.
Nice shot, Tex.
Understood.
Hell of a wake-up call.
Mass Effect 3 offered players an unforgettable adventure in the depths of space. Its character-driven storytelling, emotional moments, and critical decision-making mechanics were intended to be considered the pinnacle of the series. Improvements to the combat system and a smoother action experience made the gameplay more satisfying. However, the game's most controversial point was that its ending didn't fully meet fan expectations. The limited impact of choices made in previous games disappointed many players. While technically strong, some mission designs felt repetitive. Nevertheless, Mass Effect 3 came very close to a near-perfect experience with its storytelling and character connections.